Hello everyone. Good day to you. My name is Oluwaseyi Fadere. So today we starting our review of the year 2024 on the performance of the market using our various strategies that we've developed. So we'll be looking and focusing on one of the strategies today and looking at the performance for the year. Okay. So because this is the first series in the review, so I'll be just giving you a broader picture of the how we arrived at the data and the various information about the data so that hopefully in other reviews you'll be able to understand where the figures and informations are coming from, because in the other reviews we don't really have much time to be able to go through the information or the data. Okay, so I'm going to show you the basic concepts how of how the information are being derived from, and um the core values, the core information that we use towards towards the report. Okay. Yeah. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So share. Okay. So I believe you can see my screen now. Yep. So in this folder I have um some of the reports. So direction movement info. Okay. So let's first look at the visual information. Okay. So these are some of the EAs, how they perform scrapping. Okay. So we have two major datas every month that we prepare, every day that we use to prepare our datas. Okay. So these reports are referred to as the scrapping reports. So these reports are the scrapping reports. So every other information originates from the foundation of the scrapping report. Are you getting it? So everything originates from the scrapping report and the Bofad monthly. So how does the scrapping report work? So like we are now in December. So for example, I'm going to show you an example of the December Bofad the scrapping report and the monthly updates. So these datas are prepared on a daily basis. So it is from this that we are able to get the summary of every other information that we prepare, and then we are able to get the data from them. So these two reports are very, very important, which we have to collect their data on daily basis. So we call them the scrapping report and the Bofad monthly report. Okay, so we call them the scrapping report. So what does the scrapping report does? So the scrapping report is used on daily basis um, to get the high prices and the low prices of everyday transactions. December 24p. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. So this is how the scrapping report looks like. Daily ILO data. Okay. Okay. So this is how the scrapping report looks like. So you can see we have our reports on daily basis. So this is the 21st, this is December report, this is 21st of November, 26th of November, 29th of November, 3rd of December, 6th of December, 12th of December, and so on, 19th of December. Okay, so this is for the 23rd, and today is 24th. We've not yet updated for today. Okay. So this is how we get our data according to this report. And then what do we use the data for? So we use the data to project the decisions and the direction of the market. So on this, every day we have to get these data on daily basis. Okay. And the second report is the Bofad monthly. So this as well, we use it to get our daily updates and shows us if the high price or the low price has changed. So all those ones with the yellow colored are the new peaks, while the white side is the side that has not changed. Okay. So for example, if you want to look at that, let's take AUD JPY for example now. So you are going to see the history of AUD JPY once the market is reformatted. So you can see at the beginning, 101.6 and 99.4 was the highest and lowest. It was changed, revised on this line. Can you see here? It was revised on this line. That's why we have a green color here. So as they grow, they increase. So it started at high of 101.1 and low of 100.4. So the low came downwards to 97.7. Can you see? So on this day again, the position was reformatted again by changing the I from 101 to 98.5. So from this day onwards, the I came to 98.8 and then it went back again and the low started going down to 96.1, 95.9, 95.5. So until this point again. So again, here again, the market did not change from 90.8 here. So here again, it was restarted again by reducing the low to 96 and leaving the low, reducing the high to 96 and leaving the low at 95.5. And again, the market started moving again upwards and allowing the 95.5 to remain the same. Can you see that? So until this point again. So that's how the market has been. So the side that has been changing is the side that is being colored yellow, while the side that isn't changing is the one that remains white from these two sides. Okay. So, and this is the current price at the time of the report. So that is how the information is being obtained. That's how the information is being derived. Okay. So that's how we get it. So these reports are very, very key and important to our projection. So we do this on daily basis or twice daily, okay, and on monthly basis as well. So we get all these reports on daily basis, and at the end of the month, we collect everything together to be able to see the picture. So from this information, you can see it's able to also analyze to us and give us an idea of the direction of the market, whether the market is selling or whether the market is buying or when the market is changing direction. You can see from this column. So you can see buy, sell, watch, and so on and so forth. So that's the way the trend has been moving consistently like that. So using that information and these prices, we can also be able to deduce the direction of the market and be able to take our trades accurately and timely, and also be able to plan our backups in case the market is changing direction. So these are very, very key and important in important in the way that the actions are being taken. Okay, so that's the plan. So these two reports are very, very important because it is from there that we are able to get or populate all our other reports. Okay, so this is where the main source data is of everything that we've been doing. Okay, so from this data on this report, so let me go through this Bofad monthly report. Okay, so this is not, although, like I said, we're supposed to review this is the monthly report. So, but from this, we are able to deduce the fly up data. So what the fly up data does is that this data is from January to date. Okay. So for example, our AUD so you can see here, we have one. So it's one, we have one, we have one, we have 1, 2. So every one is January. So after the one, we have 2, 0. So this is February. We have 2, 1. We have 2, 2. So all these are February. Then we have 3, 0. Can you see? 3, 1. So that's March. 4 is April. 5 is May. 6 is June. July. August is 8. September is 9. October is 10. November is 11. And currently we are in 12. So that's how the data are obtained from. So from this report in total, we are able to copy and paste the high and low the report as it is at that point in time. So from this report, we call this report, as you can see, the fly up logic. So after getting this, we are now going to use it to populate our fly up database. So this fly up database is obtained. Okay, this is not yeah, so we're able to use this to obtain the fly up data. So let me review that. I think I saved that in the year 2024 review. So let me see for final Bofad strategies. Oh, okay, yeah. So I think okay, this is still the data. So I just use this to get this is the pictures of the fly up. So let me get the pictures of the fly up out. Perfect. Okay. So that's the picture. So let me show you how we arrived at that picture. So from the fly up to December, like I said, so from then we are able to, let me confirm that this is the final update. So like I showed you earlier, okay, yeah. So before that also, so like I told you earlier, we have our daily reports, our monthly report. So this is from January. So the highest price and lowest price in January, highest price and lowest price in February, in March, continuously like that. So from this trend, we are able to also identify the move of the market, whether the market is going upwards or the market is going downwards. So whenever you see a red, it shows that the market is going upwards. And whenever you see a green, it means that the market is coming downwards. So every month, we must have either the direction of the market as going upwards or coming downwards. Okay. And at the end of the year, so far, this is the maximum price and this is the minimum price. So that's where we have the max and the min. So this is the maximum and minimum price for the year so far. Okay. So that's how we're able to get that. So from this fly up logic, we're able to get the data. So all we now need to do is to come to the mid price, which is on this column Y. So we're now going to copy all these out to the end. So this is USD. Oh, sorry. No wonder. Okay, so this is supposed to be just AUD JPY alone. I should have removed the USD JPY that was there before. So that was why. That was why it was giving us good. Okay. Yeah. So this is only AUD JPY. Can you see that? So this is data for all the AUD JPY on that side. So I come here to the average fly up position, and there we are able to paste AUD JPY. So able to paste the figures here as values and transports. So you can see, so this is the full information, okay? So based on this, now let's get the picture. Let's get the graph. So you can see this is the graph of the data. So you can see the market started from the lower side and went as a buy until this peak here, and then afterwards started coming down. So from this picture, we're able to quickly identify the trend of the market and know when the market is changing direction in the course of the month. So let's look at it also over in bits. So as at this time, you can see the market is going upwards. As at this time, you can see the market has changed direction and is already down. So you can see, so which means this is where we had the peak of the market at this point. So when the next move, the market started coming down, and started coming down. Can you see? Until it got to that lowest point, and then from that point again, it started picking again. So at this point, this is just like I said, this is the average fly up. So the real price actually came to around this point to 90. So, but this is just giving us, so even when this was at the peak, the real price was actually at the top of it. Okay, so like here we have 108.05. At that point, the real price was, I think the highest price was 109 point something or so. Okay, so the market started coming down, and then came down towards this extreme, and that was it. Okay, so, and then the market started going back up again. Can you see? Started going back up again continually. And then that was how the current update. So using this fly up, that was how we are able to get these our various pictures. You can see this is the AUD JPY, this AUD card. So shows us the current update of the market. You can see the USD all the way down, went back up a bit, and then this is the current update as at December. So these are all the reports of this fly up logic for the year 2024. You can see all the updates. So using the picture that was computed from the data, we can be able to identify the trend of the market and the direction. And that is part of what we need to be able to make a good decision. Okay, so when the market is going up, we buy. When the market is coming down, we sell. So you can see here, this was sell to this point. It went upwards to the peak and then came down to the extreme, as you can see here. Same thing as New Zealand USD. The market has been on a downtrend. Can you see that? For USD card, the market has been on an uptrend, as you can see as well. For USD JPY, the market was up and down and now back up again. Okay, so so that's how those information were derived from. And using those data, we can see we've evaluated the summary of the report. So for AUD card, for example, this is the maximum price and this is the minimum price of the fly up. So for AUD we have the highest point at 108.05 and we have the lowest point at 94.65. Can you see? For AUD USD, we have the maximum price at 0.69 and the lowest at 0.6255. So this doesn't mean that this is the highest price. This is just the highest of the average. So we expect the highest price to be above this. Like I think for AUD USD, if you look at it, let's look at the highest price for AUD USD. So that will get here on the what's it called? So for the AUD USD, for example, the highest price for the year, like I told you, is 0.695. So meanwhile, here on this is 0.69. And here the minimum fly up is 0.6255, but the real minimum price is 0.619. Can you see that? For um, Euro AUD, the maximum highest is 1.719, and here as our highest Euro AUD, we have 1.664, and for our lowest we have 1.605, but the real lowest price is 1.596, as you can see here. Okay, 1.596. So 1.596. Can you see that? So this is the real extreme positions, actual extreme positions, and this fly up is just to give us you know a an average picture or data or information to help us to predict those extremes and to also be able to identify when the market direction is reversing. So whenever the price is, for example, now is below the minimum price of 94 here, then it means that the market is selling. And then if the market should start reverse back above 94.65, then we expect the market to start buying upwards. And then that means the market is going to buy upwards until it gets above the maximum, and then it goes to the maximum and get to the real actual highest price or the lowest price. Okay, so that's how this is going to run, and that's how we are able to get this position. So that's how all these data are being obtained. Okay, so you can see for gold, here it's 27.24. The real highest is 27.79, and for the lowest, we have 2027 here, but the real highest is 1980 something. Okay, so that's how this report is obtained, as you can see. So this how the fly up logic will be able to help us to predict the direction of the market, and then it helps us to identify what actions to take, whether to buy or to sell. So we are going to make use of this very much in the year 2025. So this is been the performance and how it has been able to help us to predict the market in the year 2024. Okay, so thank you very much. I believe those information are clear enough. So like I said, this is the first edition of our review of year 2024. So I'll be coming up with other series that will be just going into the review itself to be able to explain without going into the sources of the data or the main source of the data. So like I've shown you here, the main source of data is the scrapping report, and the scrapping report, which is this, that looks like this, and then also the Bofad monthly report, which is this, okay, which helps us to predict the direction on monthly basis. So from this monthly basis, we are now able to get for every month into the year to be able to arrive at the final result for the year. So from this information, we are able to identify, like you can see here, the maximum is 1094, 109.4 for EDJPY, for example. That was achieved in the month of July. Can you see that? And we have the lowest point at 90.1, and this was achieved in the month of August. Can you see that? So that is the two positions, and that is when they were achieved. So all others were all in between these two ranges. Okay, so that's the update. Thank you very much. I remain yours and only Oluwase Fadari. Have a great year 2025 ahead, and hopefully using this review by next year, it's able to help us to understand our reports accurately and how they will be using it to be able to project and get the right direction of the market as quickly as possible. Thank you very much, Armias and Oliver Shepard again. Cheers and have a great time ahead. Bye.